Hello everyone, welcome to the Ichimoku charts.com daily analysis for the S&P 500 for Tuesday, June 4th, 2013. Well, a change of trend to the upside today, and a candle that's made a higher high and a higher low. Previous day's trading, we had a downtrend in place in the first time frame, two candles that made a lower high and a lower low. And if you recall, with the candle from the previous day's trading, I suggested that there was a possibility of a potential change of trend. We had the buyers finding some solid upside momentum, and we had the buyers closing with control, and we have seen confirmation of that change of trend today. Now, having said that, however, we have seen that change of trend on a black body candle, and that doesn't give us a lot of confidence in the potential for this candle to continue the trend to the upside. The black body denotes the sellers making an amount of net bearish progress on the day between the open and the close, and a slightly larger amount than the net bullish progress that we saw for the previous day's trading. We've also seen the buyers lose control of the market for today's trading by closing just below the midpoint level. So they have, the sellers have taken control. It is a very weak amount of control, but the important thing here is that on a candle where we would have liked to have seen the buyers continue that momentum to the upside that we saw for the previous day and continue with control, we've seen them fail. And it suggests that there is potential for this trend to change back to the downside. It's a spinning top type candle, a rather large spinning top type candle, a fairly large body, but we do have the shadow on the top and the bottom of the body of the candles representing downside price rejection and upside price rejection, representing quite some indecision in this market, and does raise doubt about the potential for the market to continue trading up. If, however, we do see the trend continue trending up, then we do have the Tenkan-sen trading around the 1655 level, and that has potential to hold as very solid resistance for this market. We've seen that level hold as resistance the previous 3 out of 4 times that the market approached it in the recent past. By the same token, the market has closed down below the Kijun-sen, the pink line here, and previously we saw the market rejected from there for the previous day's trading, and that could be significant. But with this being on a fairly weak candle, not a candle where the sellers have found strong control, it doesn't necessarily mean that we will see follow through. But let's watch the low of the current candle for a potential lower high and lower low. In terms of the pattern that had developed, here we have the prior trend, uptrend, and here we have congestion and a symmetrical triangle, a bearish close down below the bottom barrier, giving us a target down around the 1590 level. We haven't seen some decent follow through. We saw a candle where the buyers came in into the market, but now today we have seen the buyers lose control. And interestingly, we saw the market trade back up to, if we draw a line and extend that barrier of that congestion area, we saw the market trade to that region and be rejected from there, and that does suggest that there is potential for a change of trend and for the market to continue the first time frame downtrend and attempt to reach the target down around the 1590 level. In terms of the Fibonacci extension, and now that we're in a first time frame uptrend, we're examining the relationship of that trend to the previous time the market was trending up, and here today we saw the market test to the 100% level and be rejected fairly strongly from there, and that does suggest that there is potential for a change of trend. So let's watch the low of the current candle for a potential lower high and lower low. And also in terms of the Fibonacci retracement of the prior downtrend, the market tested exactly to the 61.8% at the high, and we have seen rejection from there, and that does suggest potential for a change of trend. Now, in terms of Ichimoku, obviously a bullish market in the long-term time frame with the market trading up above the cloud, but a bearish market in the medium-term time frame by trading below the Kijun-sen, the pink line here, and we're only just trading down below there, so not strong bearish activity there at the moment, and on a fairly weak candle. But the fact that we have closed below there does suggest that there is potential for the market to trade lower. But the market maintains its bearish stance in the short-term time frame by trading down below the Tenkan Sen, the green line here, and previously that was an area of resistance for this market. So we're getting quite some mixed signals in terms of our Ichimoku indicators. Looking at the Chikou span, that's still above the corresponding price action, so it's confirming what we're seeing in the long-term time frame, but failing to confirm what we're seeing in the medium and fast-term time frame. Now, just looking forward, combined with this negativity that we're seeing in the market at the moment, not strongly bearish, but certainly the lack of follow-through by the buyers and the lack of control by the buyers suggests that there is potential for a change of trend. We should be looking to the low for a potential lower high and lower low. If we look back here, this was a minor area of support, so we would like to see a close down below there. But if the market does close in a bearish manner down below there, we could see the market testing down to around the 1600 round number level of previous resistance and now support. So that will be an important level, and if we do see a solid close below, we could close or attempt to retrace back down towards there fairly quickly. We should also be watching the high of the current candle for a potential continuation of the trend. The truth is that we are technically in a first time frame uptrend, and there is good potential for the area around the Tenkan Sen at 1655 to hold as strong resistance for this market if the trend does continue up.